Hi, my name is Willie Cook. Just want to share a couple of quick tips as for doing the brakes on a 92 Dodge, I believe, D150. I had a heck of a time trying to get these springs back on because the pins are just free floating. So what I did is I took a C-clamp right here. As you can see, the pad's braced against the back of the plate. I clamped the pad to the plate with the C-clamp, which allowed me to have two free hands to get this pin back on. I stuck some grease in here so that doesn't rust away and pop apart. Another thing I did is this cylinder was leaking brake fluid, so I had to clean everything off, and what I did is I hit it with brake cleaner, wiped it all off with rags and a wire brush, and I went over it with PB Blaster to let it soak into the metal, and I wiped it all clean again just to help prevent some rust on that backing plate. Same thing with some of the parts. I clean them off and soak them in PB Blaster and then clean them off, because you don't want any kind of oil or excess grease getting on the pad surface or even soaking in between the pad and the steel, because that can cause it to delaminate. So you gotta be very careful as for using any kind of grease or oil on brakes for that specific reason. Another thing I like to do with the bleeders is I like to take, this is the old one, I had to replace the master cylinder. I like to take the bleeders out, which I use heat and PB Blaster cycling back and forth until they eventually come loose. But I'll take the threads out and I'll wire brush them and put never seize on them, thread them in, pull them back out. I'll put Teflon on them and then stick them back in again, Teflon tape. And I'm hoping that'll keep them from getting stuck like they do and at least keep the water out. That's another thing I did. Now if you're looking for a video like this as to how this goes together, another quick tip, because I'm figuring this out as I go, this is actually the first set of drum brakes I've done, is I leave the other side together. Excuse me. I leave the other side together to compare to. So since this hasn't been tampered with, I know how everything goes together on the other side. So that's another quick tip for you. So I can see how the spring went there, and that bracket went there, and that E-brake went there, that cable went there. So hold on for a second. As I said, I cleaned all the parts with the wire wheel and soaked them in some PB Blaster and wiped off all the excess to try and prevent corrosion, because this is an old truck. Trying to save some money. Even that one was all cleaned and soaked in a little bit of oil. It's kind of hard to see it that's shiny in there or not. There's a little bit of oil residue on there. Not so much that it would run off and get on the brakes. Okay? I'm also going to put just a little bit of never seize, just one little strip of never seize on here to keep the lug nuts from rusting on. So, if you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and have a good day. Bye.